set you free. It's a game of love. Have you ever wondered that life could be so clear? From storm and heavy thunder, the reason you're here. Ain't no something you wanna forget. You wanna want it. Ain't no something you wanna forget. Like sunrise on rain. Ain't no something you wanna forget. You wanna want it. Ain't no something you wanna forget. Like sunrise on rain. Have you ever wondered that life could be so clear? From storm and heavy times, like sunrise on
Dynamitos and Sugar Rainbow from the UK, from London, UK, I think. And it's called Gold Cut. It's been released once again. Sorry, issues with Facebook this morning for you in your cars or at home on the big TVs, Roku, Fire Stick, and all this stuff. No problems. But social medias, Twitter, Periscope, D-Live, YouTube, Mixcloud. But for some reason, Facebook didn't like a song I played. What can I say? C'est ça. Alors, we're at part 4 now of the Winter Tune-Up Show. How are you doing this morning? Est-ce que ça va bien? Est-ce tout correct, là? Bon, c'est ça. We're end of January, 22nd of January already. It's going to be spring in 3 months. April, ben oui, ça va être le printemps. Et après ça, ça va être l'été. Don't you find that time flies so fast? I don't know, it seems that the older you get, that's what happens. I don't see it go by. Je ne le vois pas. C'est comme... This is off their brand new album. This is Next Exit.
That's a good idea. Yeah, come on, we can do that. As a matter of fact, I'm ready. All right. All night. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah. We can do that. Do that. Yeah. Yeah. Do that, baby. We can do that. We can do that. Do that. Do that. From we can do that. We can do that. Yeah. Yeah. If you wanna chill for a minute, be all up in it. Ooh. If you wanna hang, we can swing to the left, and it's alright to have fun tonight, and we can dance in the moonlight. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. We can do that. Do that. Yeah. We can do that. Ooh. We can do that. Do that. Yeah. Yeah. Do that, baby. We can do that. We can do that. Do that. From we can do that. We can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go for a ride in the night air. Drop the top and not have hair. Blast our music and reminisce. Do our thing, silly with a kiss. Ooh, we can do that. We can do that. From we can do that. Ooh, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, do that, baby. Do that. From we can do that. Ooh, baby, do that. Yeah, yeah. can do that. We 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 can do that. Rock me down that. Ooh, baby.
Brilliant musicians from Washington, D.C. Next Exit, and that is spelled NEX space XZIT. And that's from an album that was released a few years ago, but it's just been re-released again. And it's called Signs Along the Way. If you're on social medias, I just posted the link where to buy it. And some really great songs on there. There's one also with her, Aronis, that I discovered just about at the same time that I discovered Next Exit. Really great work. Magnus Gotte. Good, where are you, Magnus? I think you're in Sweden, eh? Yeah. I don't know, is it afternoon or evening for you? Good morning. Don Randall is back. Sorry about the social media issues. I can't do anything about it. We just do what we have to do. Voilà. Millie 10:55. Oh, Madge! Tabarnouche, it's 10:55. We're going to be talking to Millie in about 10 minutes. Woo! This came in about 2 weeks ago. Nigel Lewis remix. This is Wait See Long.
Just the kind of sweeping up my feet. Some other guys must be crazy. Chocolate has never been this sweet. All of those other girls, they don't compare to you. You're who I want in my world. I don't need to play the field. You're the one I want for real. Got the back move. The way you talk, the way you dance, I will take you anywhere. You got the back move. And I will be so proud to be beside such a fantastic woman. You're such a breath of fresh air and a surprise. Honey, you must be half human. The other half is angel in the sky. All of those other girls, they don't compare to you. You're who I want in my world. I don't need no other life, baby. Put your head in mine. Got the back move. The way you talk, the way
Like this, Wait See Long and the Right Moves featuring Nigel Lewis. Here's a new one, Ariston Clay.
Let's go. Give me that bass. Lord have mercy. Set up in the game. I'm not supposed to win. Two strikes, empty bases. The ghetto can't defend. It's like the game lemons. I missed the lemonade. Sour and sweet. Feeling the heat. I can't lose. I'm on fire. I'm on a roll. I'm on fire. I can't lose. I'm on fire. I'm on a roll. Looking for the way out. No one seems to know. Lowering expectations. And folks are with the flow. But I want something better. I say it from the soul. Can't cool me off. I'm ready to explode. Ooh, I'm on fire. Got to keep on winning now. Got to keep on loving now. Can't lose. Watch me now. I'm on the roll. I'm on fire. You can't cool me. I'm on fire. Yeah. I'm on the way. I'm on fire. I'm on a roll. I'm on fire.
You sure? I believe you. Ariston Clay, this is brand new. I'm on fire. This is not very long, 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Okay. Hold on here. I've got all my papers because, I'm going to be calling in a few minutes the legendary Millie Jackson. I still can't believe this is happening, really. Je sais pas. But anyways, I'm sure a lot of you will be pleased, judging by the reactions that I got just about everywhere. So, I mean, I'm not going to say a lot of things until we actually have Ms Jackson on the phone. But unless I'm mistaken, this was her first single in 1969.
Gives me the strength I need to carry
Now, this is music. This is music. This is real music. And when you think about it, this goes back about 50 years ago. It was happening on Spring Records in 1969 with an artist that was going to become a legend. And really, this morning, I'm a nervous wreck. I can't stay in place because I never thought that I would be able to get in contact with Mildred Virginia Jackson. Good morning.
I'm not answering to that name.
Ms. Millie Jackson. I can't believe it.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. A little brisk to be in Atlanta, Georgia, but hey, I'm inside and the heat is on.
Oh, I mean, it's cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're supposed to get up to maybe 33 today.
Whoa. But
Yeah.
you know, when you think about it, I mean, spring is on the way. In 2 months is going to be spring, right?
Are you advertising my ex-label or you talking about the record?
That's a good one. I love your sense of humor. I really do.
Well, you know what's funny? I was listening to you when you said that, and you got me thinking, you know I'm getting old. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. You know I'm already old.
Of course you're
and you
not.
talk about a little bit of something. And for some reason, I did not think that was on Spring.
Yep, that was
Is that on Spring?
that was the first one, 1969 on Spring Records. Yeah.
Huh.
Uh-huh. Maybe you should hire me as your assistant, you know?
No, because I thought that was on MGM.
Well, no, but you know about Discog. Discog is an international library of artists, and everything is documented there. The singles, the albums, how many, the year, on what label, blah, blah, blah. So unless there's a mistake on Discog, it's showing as 1969, a little bit of something on Spring Records.
I agree with the year,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure about the label.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I say too. It didn't sell enough for me to worry about.
Well, I mean, talking about sales, I mean, the RIAA declared 500,000 copies sold. Which one was it? Gee, I have a memory blank. Three.
On a little bit of something.
Three of your albums were certified gold by the RIAA for over 500,000 copies.
I got copies of those. I got my gold on the wall in the living room. Those were certified, and that's the truth. But you're going to make me get off this phone, and I'm going straight to my collection and see have I completely lost my mind, because I was sure that song was on MGM.
Wow,
and my first song on Spring was A Child of God Is Hard to Believe.
Hold on. I've got, first of all, the radio console here is full of papers because I had to read so much thing. But just hold on. We'll make sure. I'm going to go on Discog right now. Just a moment.
You can't make sure if somebody sent you the wrong information.
Yeah, that's sure. That's sure. But I just want to make sure that I didn't make a mistake. Hold on. Millie Jackson. Wait. Lee Jackson. Okay, Millie Jackson here. 32 albums, 78 singles, 17 compilations, and I'm just going to scroll down to the singles. Just give me 1 minute. Album, single. A little bit of something. You see, you're right. I'm wrong. MGM.
Okay. Whew. Okay. Oh boy, because I mean, you know, you're getting worried when you get my age, and I'm going, could I have been that wrong, or if somebody did the history wrong?
No, I'm very sorry, Millie. It's just I'm so nervous. I'm so excited this morning.
Okay,
You have no
gave me
idea.
something to think about. It made me. You reminded me that the old brain hasn't completely left me yet.
Millie, you know, one thing, you've been with us for so long, and you know.
Thanks for the big soul.
Okay, we don't know you. We hardly know you. We hardly know you, but all we know is that the songs that you sing always touches us deeply. And
Thank you.
yeah, and I think that is probably the thing that comes out from your work and your songs and everything, is that you really touch people, because a lot of, if not all, the songs that you sing really relate to what people go through in life, in love and sex.
Well, you see, when you don't have a manager and you manage your own business, it has a lot to do with what you do. If I wanted to give in to the record company and just do whatever they said do, then they would probably just go to my manager. But since I am the manager and has always been the manager, they have to go with what I say, or I have to weigh it and see, okay, what makes most sense. And that's what I've always done.
Well, that's what we call authentic. I remember there's so many of your songs, but one of them that I used to scream out and sing with you is Logs and Things. But because I went through a little bit of something like that at one point. Well, I'm gay, so I used to sing this song with you with all my heart.
Logs and Things. Okay. All right.
And I mean, we have.
Are you sure that was Logs and Things?
It was. But we're on the radio, so we have.
If it was a log, I'm sure that would make you scream.
All right, okay, Ms. Jackson, we're on the radio here, so we're gonna have to put boundaries, or they're going to shut us up.
Wow! Excuse me, you can't start a fire at your radio station? You don't have any logs for your fireplace?
Oh, Lordy. I mean, Ms. Jackson, we're on social media as the show. You should see the comments that are popping up. I mean, I'm going to read a few after we stop laughing, but that's going to take a while, I think. Oh, gee whiz. Okay.
Okay, I'll be good. I'll shut up. I'll be good.
You'll be good? Okay, I'll be good also. I'll be good.
I'll be good.
Fatima Adjalati, who's on Facebook right now, is laughing her head off. I mean, I'm just going to read to you a few comments here. First of all, let's see. Reginald Van Carricker says, it's Millie time, yes. And then Al Lindsay in Detroit says, please tell Millie Jackson hello for me. She played my music on her station a few years ago. And then Sabrina Burl, who I think is in Germany, she writes, my first album was from Millie Jackson, live and uncensored. Yay! Since then, I adore her chapeau. This woman is fire. Joseph Cocos in Lille, France says he would like me to bow to you.
Oh, wow.
He would like me to bow to you, so I am going to bow. Just a moment. Hold on. So, I'm on the floor here. Just a minute. So I'm bowing. I'm bowing to Miss Jackson. There we go. Okay. Here we go.
You have to be careful when you bow.
Oh my God.
Because you could be near the fireplace.
Oh, I think this interview is going to be is going to go into history. Okay, Ms. Laura Rain in Detroit screams Millie.
Oh wow.
Okay, we have to call down Millie. Can I call you Millie?
Okay, I'm calm now. I'm gonna be good. Okay.
Can I call you Millie, or do you prefer Ms. Jackson?
Well, please call me Millie.
Millie. Okay, Millie.
This is Millie Jackson, not Janet.
Okay, so Millie, you did so much good to all these souls on the planet with all your lovely songs, and you probably didn't even know about it, but you were a therapist for us. You know, I mean, when we
Well, you know what? I never considered myself a therapist, but I always said what I felt and what was on my mind, and I knew that I could not be the only person that felt that way. So therefore, if what I said was, good for you, it's good for me.
I mean, the house for sale. You know, I think most of us all went through at least one or two houses for sale. And, when that song came out, I'm sure a lot of people had houses for sale and were all singing the song with you.
Well, that was not one of my favorite songs.
No? Why?
No, I was not in charge of my career at that time. I mean, I was manager, but I was not a producer. So therefore, I had to just go along with the program. House for Sale was one of those songs that I recorded, and because it had a nice beat and somebody could dance to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song, Millie, through all the ones that you've sang and wrote?
Anything I ever recorded after I became manager, producer, and quite often even before that. But I always said what was on my mind, and what I felt like I should say at that time, and a lot of it had to do with live performances. When you're doing a live performance, you can pretty well figure out what the audience like and what they don't like. So, like right now, a lot of people ask me, when are you going to do your comedy album? When are you going to do your comedy? And I'm saying, well, I'm not doing anything with the COVID going on because I'm keeping my ass in the house.
Al Lindsay wrote, please, one word of profanity, please.
Well, you just got to ask what else you want.
No, but I mean, really, I can already imagine this. Millie Jackson as a show on TV every night at 10 p.m. or 9 p.m., a 1 hour show with your guests and everything. I can already visualize this.
Wow.
Really?
Well, I'm not working on anything like that. Right now, I'm working on Millie, the movie, and would be the history of Millie from beginning to now. My mother died when I was almost 2 years old, and my father refused to give me up to her parents. He kept me. So therefore, with me being a girl, I had 6 stepmothers because he was not giving me up, and I guess he really didn't know what to do with a little young girl. So he I don't think he was ever unmarried for more than 3 months.
She was, okay.
Yeah. So, the movie is about, now I have a long way to go. I'm up to 15. Because that's where most of the interesting stuff in my life happened as a person. And then I became Millie Jackson, and the rest of it is just, I just did what I feel like doing, you know. But as a child and had to adjust to all of these different mothers and their beliefs and all the things that they thought I should be, it got quite complicated. Yeah.
There's some more comments here. Laura Rain in Detroit writes, they should bring the Apollo live back on the air and Millie Jackson as a host.
Oh, wow.
Kat,
Well, I don't think that would probably happen now because the Apollo is not the Apollo we knew. The Apollo got sold, and the lady that managed the Apollo when I was there, she's in Georgia now, and she's been here for a long time, you know. They don't even have any real shows like we used to have in Apollo anymore. I don't live in New York anymore, but, you know, I hadn't been to the Apollo for years before I got there. In fact, the closest thing I could remember being in the Apollo as anybody was probably Bruno Mars. And a lot of Hispanics, you know, end up in the Apollo, and they do special stuff at the Apollo now, you know. But the last time I go to the Apollo was actually an acknowledgement of somebody passing away and a tribute to them. And I don't even remember who it was, but it was somebody I cared about, or I wouldn't have been there.
And in regards of what you just said before about your upbringing, Laura Rain in Detroit says, life tragedy brings great art. And it's true. What you've gone through was certainly extremely difficult, but you've managed to fight your way through all of this and became one of the world's greatest musical legends.
Well, I had a wonderful dad, you know, and he loved me and refused to give me up. And even after I became Millie Jackson, I could play Newark, New Jersey, and it was so hysterical being on stage singing and seeing my father in the audience, because it was so obvious he would be laughing his natural behind off at what I was doing. And I would be on stage laughing at him laughing. So, hey, what can I say? It wasn't all bad because I did have a wonderful father. And when you go back into the way things was when growing up, my father was not into drugs and all of that stuff. So I never got into drugs and all of that stuff. I just got into cussing. But he made corn liquor. He was a bootlegger.
Okay.
Yes. And our house was the house to be at on Friday and Saturday. Because the corn liquor was flowing. I was pouring it and collecting money. And I'm talking about like $1 a shot. And I was probably 8 or 9 years old at this time. And we had the music to be listened to because we were in the country, in the woods down in Georgia. And I found out that after midnight, if you put your hand on the top of the radio like an antenna,
Mm-hmm.
we could get Randy's Record Mart in Nashville, Tennessee, in Georgia.
Wow.
And they gave away these, not gave away, but put together these packages of hit songs every week, like you, for X amount of dollars, you get 5 records.
Mm.
And so therefore, I had my hand on the radio. I had Randy's Record Mart, and I sold enough corn liquor to order all the best, newest records. We had them
Gee,
from Tennessee because I ordered them.
wow.
And I was somewhere between 8 and 10 years old. We were doing this. So all the music came from our house and the corn liquor, and everybody had to go home early Sunday morning so they could get ready to go to church.
Mm. But Millie, I'm curious. What does corn liquor taste like?
If I had to guess, because it looks like rubbing alcohol,
Okay.
and it probably doesn't taste much better.
Oh my God. Okay. There's some more comments here. Thierry Sol in Quebec, he writes, over the career, Millie Jackson released 28 albums that collectively sold 40 million copies, making her one of the most successful and under-recognized female artists of the 20th century.
Which album was that?
He doesn't say. He says that you released 28 albums that collectively sold. All of them collectively sold 40 million.
I thought you meant that one album. When you said like live, I thought you know that maybe the live record.
So you must.
That much,
So
I don't know.
So you must be rich then.
No, I'm okay.
Do you need a gigolo?
No. Don't need anything. No.
Okay. Oh, well, Millie Jackson. So, okay, so Millie, are you going to surprise us with something new in the next year or 2 or months? I don't know.
I doubt it.
You doubt it.
Because like I said, I'm working on the movie now.
Okay.
But I'm just upset, really, because I forgot to remind you that I have an album out,
Mm-hmm.
which called Millie Jackson on the Soul Countryside on Ace Records
Okay.
out of England.
Okay.
And I listen to mostly my radio in my home haven't been on in 4 or 5 years. I only listen to radio when I'm in my car, and I've driven. My 4-year-old car got 13,000 miles on it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the post office and the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
So that's twice a week I leave my home, and sometimes I combine the two on the same day. Make one run of it. But on that album, I was on my way to the store one day, and I was listening to the country station, and I heard, I'm gonna drive like hell through your neighborhood. I'm gonna pull my Silverado up on your lawn. Crank up a little Hank. Sit on my hood and drink. I'm about to get my pissed off on. I said, oh, I like my pissed off on. I could get my pissed off on.
Millie,
I'm gonna shine my headlights up into your window. Throw empty beer cans at both of your shadows. I didn't come here to start a fight, but I'm up for anything tonight. baby. I said, oh, hell. I can't sing no song about no redneck. And, you know, Back in Love by Monday was a Merle Haggard tune. So, I mean, I did Sweet Music Man by Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
songs that
I did.
has meaning.
Yes, I did listen to that one this morning. This is such a nice version. And there's another one. And there's another one that I think I must have put.
Let me finish
Sure.
my story with this.
Yes, go ahead.
So, I liking my pissed off on so much, I couldn't get it out of my head. So when I came back home, I went online and looked up the song again and see what I could do with it. I called my band, booked studio time, and went in the studio. And I came out with, I'm gonna drive like hell through your neighborhood. Pull my, I ain't driving no Silverado, my Eldorado up on your lawn. Sit on the hood and think, have myself a drink, 'cause I'm about to get my pissed off on. I'm gonna shine my headlights up into your window. I'm gonna throw empty beer cans at both of your shadows. I didn't come here to start a fight, but I'm up for anything tonight. You've gone and broke the wrong heart, baby. Left me black bitch crazy.
My God. Oh, Millie, I hope I'm not shut down by social medias. You know what I was. You know what? Thank you so much for singing for us like this. And while you were singing, it was making me think of in the 40s and 50s when they only have these transistor radios, and grandparents would listen to somebody sing like you just did with the kind of the same sound. That was kind of what was going through my head. Or these gramophones in the 20s, 30s that had a handle that you had to pump so that the record would go.
Well, you know what happened with that?
What?
I sent it to Ace Records, which bought all of the spring categories in London. And they liked the song so much, they went back in the studio, remixed 17 of my country songs that I already have out, and I didn't even realize I had 17 songs, and made that song number 18 and put out the album Millie Jackson on the Soul Countryside. I would have sent it to you, but I wasn't thinking, I have it. But at the same time, all they did was send me email and told me they needed a picture. So I went down to the street here from my house. A man had cut down a tree in his yard. I asked him, could I take a picture on the stump of his tree? And he said yes. I got a photographer, went there, sat on the stump in my pants, my white cowboy hat and silver boots, and sent it to them, and that is my latest album, Millie Jackson on the Soul Countryside.
Well, I mean, so
it's online, but it's on Ace Records in London.
Okay, people, so you all heard this. I'm definitely going to look for it, and I can promise you that I'm definitely going to be playing some of these songs on my show. Millie, I just feel like we could talk for hours. The interaction is just incredible, but this show is broadcasted on 6 different radio stations, 2 in Detroit.
I understand. I did radio for almost 10 years.
I know. I read that in your biography. That is so cool. And there's
Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, and there's somebody after me at 12, so unfortunately, well, I can invite you for a second time if you'd like. When we've all listened to this country album and we all go crazy about it, I'll invite you again for a second time. How's that?
Well, we can talk about it. It's possible. I'm stuck in the house.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay.
Okay, so Millie Jackson, I had set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 songs that I was going to dedicate for the rest of my show to you, but the conversation was so extraordinary, and I find this is historical. I really feel that it is. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to take 1 or 2 out, but one that I listened to this morning 3 times in a row. It's actually a live performance. I don't know if you can remember that. I don't remember where it was, but it's a live performance of Slow Tongue, and it is absolutely extraordinary.
Well, thank you.
Really. So, Millie, I'm going to leave you with the last word. Is there anything you'd like to say to our listeners, which are in Canada, the States, France, UK, Belgium, Spain, and even Moscow, if you can, Russia?
All I can say is stay safe. Get vaccinated and stay safe.
Millie, we love you so much, and I just thank you so much for taking the time. Johnny Walker just popped in. Millie Jackson, the Queen. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking some time this morning to have.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. It's been so long since I've done something like this. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Well, I mean, you have a red card now on my show. You can call me anytime you'd like, and we can do this again and again if you'd like.
I don't know if I enjoyed it that much.
Oh!
But I did enjoy it. I really did.
Okay, cool.
It was fun.
Millie Jackson, thank you very much for everything you've done, and we're just looking forward so much to listen to that country album.
Thank you. Thank you.
Much love, Millie.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. So here we go. I mean, this is the most extraordinary interview I've had the pleasure of doing in my life. It's not even an interview, it's a conversation. It sounds like between two friends. So as I said this morning, I've listened to this live performance of Millie. Unfortunately, I couldn't find where it was recorded, and it's called Slow Tongue.
You got it.
What an extraordinary live performance, really. Millie Jackson and Slow Tongue. Unfortunately, I do not know where was this recorded, but the studio version is on her 1983 album, a spring release, ESP, and Slow Tongue. Yeah. Millie Jackson, I mean, thank you so much. You've made some people so happy this morning. And yes, the door is open for a second time, definitely. I mean, I'm really sorry, all you listeners on social medias, viewers, that I put some comments. And there was so much going on that unfortunately I didn't get a chance to ask Millie what you were asking me to ask her. So, well, rest of the show, Millie music, simple as that. This was actually our second single, 1971, on Spring Records, and A Child of God.
Some folks say we're all God's children, and maybe we are, I don't know. But sometimes I find that rather hard to believe. And living in the ghetto like I do, you find a little everything going on, all that fussing and fighting and whatnot. When I'm trying to get my rest, really makes it hard for me to believe. But right now, I would just like to tell you about some of the people you might find in my neighborhood. I know a man who curses his brother. I know a man who thinks of no other. Always chasing after money. Thinks a poor man is funny, his heart. Wow, it's hard to believe he's a child of God. Oh yeah. I know a woman who steals from a mother. And that same woman, she gets drunk one day to another. She kisses her kids out in the streets, puts another man under their father's sheets, and I find it hard. Wow, it's hard to believe she's a child of God. Oh yeah. I know some people who go to church on Sunday, and these here same people will wear a sheet on Monday. They talk about justice and being free, but they'll watch a lynching so easily. Yes, it's hard. Hi, it's hard to believe they're children of God. Oh
I don't know if you listen to all the words in this song, but it is extremely touching. This is, of course, Millie Jackson, A Child of God, and that was in 1971 Spring Records. Here's another one that I really like. It's called If You're Not Back in Love by Monday. 1977 Spring Records also.
You can call Mrs. Johnson to keep the kids for a day or two. Take the early flight to Florida, just the way you used to do. Service, bring your breakfast. Make love all through the day. If you're not back in love by Monday, then you go your separate way. If you're not back in love by Monday, you can't say you didn't try. But before you bury your love, just make sure you let it die. Sleep and feel no nights together. Say the things that you used to say. And if you're not back in love by Monday, you just go your separate way. Sounding name. Get the corner by the window. Tell him you love him once again. If the disco DJ's still there, go on, dance till the break of day.
such an extraordinary, passionate voice, Millie Jackson. If you're not back in love by Monday. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you very much for spending the last 3 hours with me. At the Red is next on T-Rex Radio. The other radio stations, please go to your station's website to see who's the next one. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 with JD's from Time Machine. Last one from Millie Jackson. Have a great Saturday.